Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of That's Bizarre. My name is Mike Sanchez. I am the Naturalist Center Educator at the New Mexico Museum of Natural History and Science, and I will be pulling bizarre specimens from the Education Department collection, and your job is to see if you can figure out what they are. So today's bizarre specimen is this. Let me describe it for you. It is smooth, and it is hard as well. For your first clue, if we are thinking animal, mineral, or vegetable, this is definitely animal. Your first clue, animal. And if you look at this really carefully, you will see that it is definitely full of holes. For your second clue, this is from New Mexico, but it's seasonal, which means you're not going to be seeing it all year round. You're only going to be seeing it during certain seasons here in New Mexico. Further describing it, this is very light. Very light. And your third clue to explain why it is so light is that it is actually hollow. So though some areas are fairly thick, it is actually hollow. So you have three clues. Hollow, from New Mexico, but seasonal, and it is animal. If you're looking at this even further, you can see that it is definitely segmented, and it seems to be held together with fibers. So what could this be? For your fourth clue, this is not a skull. Not a skull. So though that may look like an eye socket, it is not an eye socket. I wonder if any one of you know what this is. So, if you were guessing that this was from a bird, you are definitely correct. In fact, what you are looking at is the tail, the hip, and the backbone from an American white pelican. And you may think to yourself, American white pelican in New Mexico? What are pelicans doing in New Mexico? Well, pelicans migrate through New Mexico because what they do is they winter in the northern part of the United States and in Canada, in lakes, and then fly south and overwinter along the coast, all the way from Florida through to Texas coast and then in California. And they fly back and forth, so you are likely to see in large bodies of water here in New Mexico white pelicans in the spring and in the fall when they are migrating through. And what you are looking at that may look like an eye socket is actually, that is where the hip bone attaches to the thigh. So that's the thigh bone right there. And of course it's light because this bird has to be able to fly long distances since it migrates. So it has very light bones. So again, what it is, it's the partial skeleton of an American white pelican. And yes, this is definitely bizarre.